So I'm pretty sure today is 12th. Um, I'm a little concerned about what President Trump's doing with Syria. I've I've thought all along it's been fishy, and the whole thing that happened in Britain with Russia. That's like whoever intentionally does something so they know they're caught, especially a world power, quote unquote. Um, I just really hope President Trump doesn't act too swiftly and then turns out he's unjustly done something and we have to pay more, which we all should know we can't. We can't do much of anything anymore, actually. I'm very concerned to a point. Like, I understand it looks like it's okay, but, you know, mass murder looks like it's okay until he kills every fucking body. So, I'm I've been in a war, part of OEF, and we were not action mission. We were more humanitarian, and I'm just really concerned that a lot of these places are so far out in BFE that you can't really confirm anything. And now that Iran is the superpower and they have all that effing money, and they've seemed to be prone, as Russia has been, to using chemical weapons, I'm just, I'm really hoping our president, Donald Trump, that we elected, doesn't follow these neocons, doesn't follow all these awful people into the war headstrong, knowing, oh, this person's, this person has vested assets and buying this for the military and this for the military. That's what people do that get in Congress. They find, oh, here's a way I can make money on the side that's off the government. And it's subsidized stuff, Oshkosh, I bet people have, that's a huge manufacturer now. And they fuck everybody in the military, if you know anything about that. We got these awesome vehicles. It's like, whoa. And they're like, yeah, but that's not completed. We need this other, almost the same price of this extremely expensive vehicle. It's just, it is what it is, but it's like, you're doing this off the backs of most of our children. And that's the root of all evil, is capitalism. That's the reason I kind of hope our small, awful market, like, I've been telling everybody to pull everything out. Just, I understand it's going to hurt everybody, but in the end, that money, it's not going to do everything. And we need, the reason a lot of these people killed in the past is, I've seen from my observation, is that they've all contested where our money came from and who invented it. And if we can just go online and make we're not printing fake money, we're digitally making our own currency. I think that's what we're all going to have to do. And we'll just all make ourselves rich and be like, oh yeah, and we'll just try to keep our currency up. It'll be your name. But I don't believe that, because the only thing I care about is food and a very select few other things. And none of them are on the TV. Every once in a while I'll play PlayStation, but again, that's a boredom thing, and my child likes to get beat up in Call of Duty. I really just want everyone to know, and everyone to really consider what's happening on this planet. And I had a conversation the other day with someone, and we were talking about slavery, and no one wants to admit the fact that the government sold these people to the South. Like, Southerns, people didn't individually go to Africa and take people. They bought it from a centralized place that was at a point okay, and I realize this isn't okay anymore, but the people you should be concerned about is, you go all over the planet and you see these almost monarchies, tribes, and haven't been to Afghanistan, there's big tribes there, and that's what happens, is those families make money however, and some of them get in through enforcement or civil work. That's what Escobar did, right? He started out helping the kids, and then he ended up getting killed by fucking America because he also was slinging coke. And I bet if they started seeing who's really doing what, and just because it doesn't directly touch your hands does not mean it does not link to you. And that's a lot of the perception. It's like, oh, there's no intent. It's like, oh, you didn't, just because you directly talk to someone, and they didn't record it, doesn't mean it didn't ever happen. There's so much misconception going on right now in America and generally just everywhere because people make this out like, oh, Hillary didn't have bad intent with doing this email thing, and it's like I have stuff that I can post, and not even in a bad way, not even being malicious, just informing people because I could, because of the small status I had whenever I was in. I just have documentations that are very new, and I, to clear the water and let you know, the Army knows there's only two genders, and that's all they confirm, and I guarantee it's not going to change anytime soon, because anatomy-wise, that's what a fucking gender is. You have like a mental identity is what you have, and that's okay because I mentally identify as a MMA fighter most of the time. So let's just be ready, people. And not even on that, because I'm not all. I enjoy working out. I enjoy running. I enjoy doing stuff, and that's where this is all going to lead to, because now I'm getting to the point where I can actually jump up and down and not want to cry. So I'm letting everyone know that we should flood the White House. We should go to, what is it? There's whitehouse.org and whitehouse.gov, and one of them is fucking dumb. It's like, wow, there's so much on the internet that's like, Twitter, and I do want to say this, Twitter finally got back to me. I'm pretty sure it was December that I was suspended, and they finally told me why I was suspended. And if you look into context at all of what I was talking about, because I did say this is what happens to people that retire, but in America, which I'm pretty sure is the only place that does still like have retirement, you don't just like get a side job and make a little, you do less and eat less because you need less because your kid's gone. Hopefully they're helping, maybe they're living with you if you're Asian. It all depends on your circumstances. But this is just out of control, people. This is just out of control. Sorry, I'm gonna give it a second. Nine out of 10 people in America, whenever they retire, they get fatter and they die. That's just what happens. If this is considered targeted harassment, I'm supposing I'm talking to most white people, because I'm pretty sure that's the absolute arbitrary. I realize I tend to troll people, and I instigate by spouting facts that might not be relevant, but they're facts, and they're hard to disprove, and all people do usually is talk about whatever, just like, oh, you're probably little, just want to. The internet doesn't, and I've had a lot of people recently catch this, there's a lot of people that have been getting off the internet just because there's so many people that don't have filters. There's no acts you can say, I want to fucking murder you, I want to kill your kids, hope you get, like, I've seen so much stuff, and I laugh it off again, please, because we've had some neighbors that had a dog and a son issue, in my opinion, and totally my opinion. Not that it's uncontrollable or anything, but just he wasn't feeding the dog adequately, and the dog's been taken away, and I think shit's being changed, but their house was broken into. They didn't stay home for like 10 days, and this is like BFE, Indiana. So these people had no need for, no. If you know the situation, no. This was just more, and this is what the internet has become. And that's the reason the whole Facebook thing, that dude was just stalling. That's all he was doing. He had a 5-minute timer. Once they started talking, first answer, I'm going to take 4.5 minutes. Every time. Thanks, Mr. or Mrs. Congressman. Blah, 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 blah. This is what I do to people that irritate me. So just know that we're not going to stand for this. I feel like I'm a true, more conservative than apolitical, but America, be smart, and we can get past this. This is something that is very doable. Donald Trump, please investigate, sir. Be blessed.